Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and to all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Thumbs up for that. It is a brand new day. It's chill, but of course, when I went walkies, I ended up walking around in just a shirt like this with everyone else going around in their coat because I heat up so much. I mean, literally at night, I have my air conditioner on high, two box fans going on the floor. I have just a towel that goes up around my neck and over my shoulders. The rest is just a sheet with my feet uncovered. And I'm still almost too warm to be able to sleep. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, brand new day. Yay! A couple things that I've been trying to remember to talk about, and hopefully I'll be able to remember them. One of them is, first, I wanted to talk about this disheartening thing, of course, that I saw about the changes in YouTube and the YouTube algorithm. I mean, it's known, but this one shocked me in some ways, even though I sort of knew part of it. I started watching YouTube way more than 10 years back. I only started my channel 10 years back. Things were very different back then. And the reason I started thinking about this was because a person did a video saying, would Markiplier be able to make a successful channel today doing the way he did it back then? Largely, I'd say no. But that's just because of the changes. One of the big things that the person making the video was surprised about, how Markiplier, way back when, advertised the second channel with a friend, Unas Annis. Because right now, what you have to do on YouTube, if you make a second channel, you don't tell your first channel about it. Not at all. You do not tell anyone on your first channel that you have a second channel. In fact, you don't link to it. You make no mention of it. You make no way for them to find out that you have a second channel. Because if you have made it known, you'll have everyone, whoops, knocked something over because the hook caught. You'll have everyone rush over to your second channel. You'll have 100,000 people, if you're a big person, 100,000 people watch your first video. But largely they're probably watching it just because it's you, and then how many people are going to actually watch the second time? Well, maybe you'll only get 20,000 views on the second one. That tells YouTube that 80,000 people actively did not want to watch your video, which hamstrings your channel right there. So you don't tell your people you got it, and they have to find out maybe never. Because it's not personality driven anymore, it's topic driven. Which sucks because I still go through and look for personalities. I mean, I'll look for a topic, but if that personality, the person doing it, doesn't catch me right there, I don't care if I love the subject. I'm there for what the person is telling me how they feel about what's happening. One of the reasons I hate a lot of these automated, Reddit reading channels, I don't care really what the topics are. When I watch a video like that, it's to hear the commentator react, which is one of the reasons I like a lot of the MK videos. They're Reddit readings and Tumblr readings, but you have the person reading it reacting themselves, laughing, going off on tangents, getting upset, putting their personality into it. Because without that, I'm out. I'm just going to dip immediately. So I like the personality-driven stuff, but that's not what you do anymore. I see so many channels out there that, like, there's one channel I follow, the only thing done on that channel is the game RimWorld. That's it. Nothing else. Not a thing else. Just RimWorld. Lot of postings, not daily, but really close to it, but only the game RimWorld. And that's how you're supposed to do it. You focus in on one thing. Now, of course, the other thing I watched that was really disturbing, that was about video games, is the vast bulk of gaming is done on games that were made before 2023 or before, instead of new things. Which, I don't mind that, but then as it turns out, of the vast bulk of things that are played that are older but not new, there are 5 games. I can't remember all of them, but Minecraft, Fortnite, and that's like 80%. Those 5 games are 80% of everything that's not new being played, which, as it turns out, is only a tiny sliver. That games like Elden Ring are competing for like 8% of the market, because those 5 games are 80% of it. And with the other things that aren't those 5 things, new stuff has only an 8% sliver of the market to shoot for. Now, if you're a game maker that wants to make money, what are you going to do? Are you going to shoot for that 8%, or are you going to try to do something attached to one of these big boys and try and scrape some money off that? Well, luckily there are still people like From Software that make stuff for that tiny, tiny little sliver. But yeah, if it's not one of those things, it's not really there. And then you've got to focus in on one big thing, or you don't really have a chance. Now, I am not saying that all of this because, oh gosh, I wish I could do it differently. With my conditions, ADHD and depression, my neurodiversity, I am unable to do what I need to do to be a player, which is why I do my personality-driven vlogging primarily. But also, because of my ADHD, one of the things that happens, and I've talked about this before, with people that are neurodiverse and ADHD and all this, they talk about everybody has a saturation point. And generally, public saturation points, will rise up until you reach a peak of everyone, and then people stop talking about it, get tired of it, and then it goes down like this. I peak and saturate like this. So while everybody else's enthusiasm is still building, I'm past it. It's boring and old for me. I hit my saturation point and I'm gone. Which is one of the reasons why, if I'm going to see something, I can't hear about it too soon. If it's a movie, I need to hear about it fairly soon before I go see it. Otherwise, I'm not going to care anymore. Very, very soon, I'm going to be saturation point. I don't want to see it. I'm over it. Everybody else is still going, oh my God, I want to see it. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Which is why a lot of the Kickstarters for solo board games and such like that, or even non-solo board games and the like, people go and they advertise these things, hey, here's an upcoming Kickstarter. And I'm like, I don't care. I am not going to be able to build the enthusiasm and hold it. I will reach this, saturate off, and then I'm over it before the campaign's even done. If it's not available for purchase right now in a way that I can get it easily, I don't want to hear about it, because my interest is gone. And it's not a conscious thing, it's my brain. I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to drink some tea. I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to guzzle some tea. It is very difficult for me to stay properly hydrated. I drink liters of tea, because each one of these is a little bit more than a liter of tea for all 3 of these cups. I drink 4 and 5 of these a day, plus I have a big old 64-ounce jug of fluid that I drink at least half of, if not the full thing of, and I am still so dry. But I'm not dehydrated. I'm not diabetic, is what I meant to say. I feel dehydrated, but that's just me. Especially since, I got fluid running through me as if there's a river, so it's not like things aren't working. It's just the way my body is, yay. But still, though, I can't focus in on a game like RimWorld because by the time 2-3 months would go by, that would be it. I'd be over it. So I want to continue doing things. I'd like to do things and maybe actually make money instead of getting paid like every 13 or so months. As stated before, I forget that YouTube pays me. I'm in the partner program. I used to get money, years and years and years back. I'd get like $30 a month. And then, nope, not anymore. You got to cross a threshold. You got to make more than $100. It takes about a year, a little bit more than that, for me to make $100. So yeah, I forget. Thumbs up. But still, though, one of the things, well, several things. Oh gosh, I went and put it up there, and I forgot to bring it down. You can see there's some of my game stuff up there. I brought the box for Elder Sign. That's what it is. The game Elder Sign. Talking about how there's a lot of fiddly bits. I'm not quite sure I'd be able to play it. But last night, I went and popped out, finally, 10 years after I bought it, I popped out all of the pieces from the cardboard thing where it's all die cut, separated all those. All the cards are already in bags, and it's not as fiddly as I had thought. Especially if you're only doing one person. I had read before how one person, I believe it was with this game, was playing it solo, and they thought that it was going to be very, very difficult. But as it turns out, the fewer characters you have, the more death god they become. He thought for sure his one person, instead of 4 others that went through the adventure, would be just have not a chance. And they were stomping their way through it. So, hey, I'm going to give it a shot. The problem, of course, is it is harder and harder for me to hyperfocus on things that I want to hyperfocus on, and I can't hyperfocus as tightly. I have been able to, over the past, 2 years now? I think a year before I became homeless, and I've lived here almost a year, so it's at least 2 years I have been hyper-focused on solo board gaming and solo RPG stuff. I haven't been able to really focus in tighter, but at least I've been able to stay focused on the genres. I used to be able to hyper-focus without understanding that I was hyper-focusing. Back when I had first gotten married to my wife, she had gotten me an Xbox and a PlayStation as gifts. Not at the same time, it was through time, but it ended up that way. And I was having, you switch between controllers, it can get difficult because the face buttons are different. So I took an afternoon where I just went, okay, and I studied the things and went, okay, these are the buttons on this one, da-da-da, this is what these are, what up the other one, da-da-da-da-da, this is what these are. Muscle memory still holds. 20 some odd years later, I know exactly where all the buttons are. Just flip a different controller, and it doesn't even take me a half a second, and I'm using it properly, all just do-do-do-do-do. And that's good. I was able to hyperfixate and get that done, but I can't hyperfixate and hyperfocus at will like that anymore, so it's difficult to read things. My ADHD just gets in the way. It is so hard to watch videos, and I like watching videos, but 10-minute video, 5 minutes into it, I'll start flicking through my other tabs and go, oh, here we are, and I'll start that one up, pause the other one. Maybe I'll come back to it. Maybe I'll come back to it. I end up with about 50 to 60 saved video tabs that I want to watch in an extension called OneTab, where when you click the little OneTab thing, it takes all of your open tabs and turns them into a hyperlink list. And so every day I get, anywhere from 50 to 70 links that I want to watch, but I've got another day's worth of links to gather. So thumbs up on that. It's a good thing. Hey, it's life. I can't say I'm happy about the way my brain has worked. I mean, I would have liked it if I could have done something with my life. But I can't beat myself up either, because with my 7 of clubs, my 2 of hearts, my 2 gin rummy cards, and my instruction card for how to play Old Maid, you can't make a hand of 5 card draw poker with that kind of hand. But that's the hand of cards I got. Can't beat yourself up for that. Just like, ADHD is not a moral failing. Yay. But past that, I have been playing lots of Grim Dawn because I enjoy it. I've been watching people play New Vegas. I've been playing different ways in different games for some odd reason. I have always done distance characters, range characters, especially in games like Fallout and Fallout New Vegas. I can't remember, for whatever reason, I watched a video of this guy saying, oh, I'm going to do it the only way you should, hand to hand. And I started playing hand to hand in just about every game because of that. And it is a blast. I mean, it is fun to be able to dodge and weave while running towards somebody who has got a weapon that, if it hit anyone else, would burn off a large portion of their meat. But they can't hit you. And then when you hit them, well, they stay together on a cellular level, but all of their organs sort of become disparate and separate entities, and a spray in that direction. It's a good thing. Which, I don't know how many times I watch videos where somebody is expressing amazement at their own feelings, where they'll say, oh, don't hurt the dog. I would rather see 100 human beings be murdered than the dog get hurt. And they're like, what does that say about me? Thumbs up. But past that, I am just surviving. Hopefully you are surviving. And hey, if you could like, comment, subscribe, share the video with people that you think would enjoy watching an old man prattle on inanely about incoherent subjects, that would be awesome. And I am trying to gather up the information. I'm trying to gather up money from donations to get myself a new computer. If you could check out the links in the description, I have a GoFundMe. I've got about $500 that people have sent. And so if you could help me out, that would be awesome. I need something that plays games, records games, and edits and records video. Because right now I can't do that, and it's no fun. So if you could give me a hand, that would be awesome. Please do not, if it would hurt you financially. I'm not trying to grift. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. Only if it doesn't hurt. If you could, that would be nice. Of course, if you are a Patreon patron, thumbs up and thank you so much. Without your help, I would be hurting. And with your help, it is helping a lot, because my rent's going up by almost $100 next month. Hoy vey. So thumbs up and thanks you much. Thanks you much. Thank you much. You are beautiful and awesome people. For everybody that leaves me a comment, you too are beautiful and awesome. Thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate them. I read as many as YouTube shows me. I thumbs up and heart as many as YouTube will allow me. I answer as many as my nerve compression will allow, which is not as many as I would like. But thumbs up, thank you much. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Also, hokey smokes. Yeah, I'm going to edit, render, upload, take care of myself the rest of the day. I have therapy tomorrow morning, so good deal. I missed last week's because I had a doctor's appointment that day. Lots to talk about, but will I be able to remember any of it? Hard to say. Hopefully you can get done the things that you would like to get done today, but of course, if you cannot, please do not beat yourself up. Beating yourself does not mean you're going to do it better next time. Beating yourself up just means you're beating yourself up. Please be kind to yourself. And of course, I guess if we're going to, if you've watched this far, if you could type kills over into the comment section, that'd be very cool to let both me and the YouTube algorithm know that people have watched this far. There are a couple people that do that. It is greatly appreciated. Thumbs up and thank you. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that is indeed a very, very good thing. I wish I had words of wisdom. I am not a wise individual. I lose philosophical arguments with oranges, and they don't debate back.